Hello, lovely people. You are welcome to my kitchen. If you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Thanks so much for your support. Today on our challenge, we are going to have some pumpkin eto, and you are going to love this because it tastes so real, like using red plantain. And so these are the ingredients you are going to use: pumpkins, onions, peppers, ginger, and also tomatoes. You can omit the tomato. You're also going to use some salted fish, 2 boiled eggs, peanuts, and red oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop my pumpkins and then add the tomato, peppers, and the onions to it and boil, as well as the eggs and the salted fish. One thing is, you don't necessarily have to boil the onions and the tomato. You can use them raw without boiling them, but you can also boil the pepper. But for me, I decided to boil everything. I just wanted to boil them. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm adding 2 of the onions to it, plus the tomato, add the salted fish, add the 2 eggs to it, and then add water and boil everything together. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, and also click on the notification bell so that you always be notified when I upload a new video. I didn't add salt to it because of the Kobe in it. And so I'm done boiling and I allowed it to cool down, especially the pumpkin. I didn't want to mash it while hot, so I have to allow it to cool down before I will use it. So what I'm going to blend the peppers, the tomato, the onions, and the ginger, everything together. Then later I will add groundnut to it. I'll divide the groundnut or the peanut into 2, add half to it, and blend it very well. Okay, and so my dear, we are almost ending the challenge. And if you have really followed this challenge, then you can testify that you have experienced something. Even if you have not lost weight, you can tell that you have some facial changes, at least some facelift, as in facial slimming. And so within this 1 month, if you have actually followed the challenge, you will definitely have some facelifts. That is when you see, sometimes people ask you, are you okay, are you fine, and all that, because your face is slimming. And so that's how it starts. And also you realize that you are having some experience, especially with the women, with your menstrual cycle and all that, and these are normal. So I added the salted fish to it. I decided to remove the bones and everything and then add it to it and grind or blend it smoothly. So that is eto. This eto, you are going to love it, eh? This it tastes so real. It is like you have used cocoa, ripe plantain to do this. So you are going to love this. Give it a try and you will not regret. Just like ripe plantain or like sweet potato. Yes, that is how the taste is like. And it's so awesome. If you try this, it's going to be one of your favorites on keto diet. And so we are blending everything together smoothly. So at this point, you can taste and see if the salt is okay. If it's not okay, I tasted and I'm adding this to it and blend everything together. And then the next thing we are going to do now is to take our pan to the fire, warm the pan and add a bit of oil to our pan. And so that is it. And the Kobe, the head, I didn't grind that one, so I'm adding it to the oil just to give it some smell or flavor. So I'm trying to split it. So I'll be splitting it, yes, and then I will use it to just give my oil some flavor, and then I'll take it out. If you don't have salted fish or Kobe, you can use dawa. Dawa, it's so cool. So if you're a vegetarian, you can do this with dawa. Okay, and so I'm going to add in my onions and I'll stir fry it for just a minute, and that'll be okay for me. And so my dear, this is eto. This is original eto. Try this eto and you will not regret ever doing this. The taste is so real. So we are going to add our oil to it, and we are mixing everything together. I'm going to add the rest of the oils also to it, and then we will mix it, and that will be all for our eto. Yes, so eto, mashed pumpkin. This is Ghana version of mashed pumpkin or mashed potatoes, and the taste is so great and awesome. So that is it. You are going to love it. Look at the color. We are going to add our groundnuts, our peanuts to it, just sprinkling it on it. Yes, so this is a original one, and I'm going to add my boiled eggs also to it. This one no serious garnishing bia. Yes, for to do keke. In one michene. And the tomato is easy. Na se ankan fa no wara. So this is our eto special. You are going to enjoy this, every bit of it, and I enjoyed it with my family, and they were all like, wow. And so I know you're also going to love it. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Click on the notification bell and watch out for another video. Bye bye.
Say me shred the way I'm my man. I saw me boo, my name say.